Once, only a few people were considered computer programmers with cutting-edge coding skills. Now, many IT jobs require a solid grasp of the top programming languages. Yes, more than one. If you're trying to advance in your career or change careers completely and need to master a programming language, you might wonder which one to learn. After all, it will take time and money to learn the language, so you want to make the right choice. Whether you want to develop a mobile application, get certification for programming knowledge, or learn new skills, you need to learn the right programming language. Below you'll learn about 10 popular programming languages that will be in demand among employers in 2021. You'll find about each language, its complexity, and how it is used. Top programming languages to learn in 2021. 1. Python. Python is one of the most commonly used programming languages today and is easy for beginners to learn because of its readability. It is a free, open-source programming language with extensive support modules and community development, easy integration with web services, user-friendly data structures, and GUI-based desktop applications. Python is used to develop 2D imaging and 3D animation packages like Blender, Inkscape, and Autodesk. Python is used for scientific and computational applications like FreeCAD and Abacus, and also by popular websites like YouTube, Quora, Pinterest, and Instagram. Python developers earn average annual salaries of about $72,500. 2. Java. Java is one of the most common, in-demand computer programming languages used today. As a result, Java is recognized for its portability across platforms, from mainframe data centers to smartphones. Today there are more than 3 billion devices running applications built with Java. Java is widely used in web and application development as well as big data. Java is also used on the back-end of several popular websites, including Google, Amazon, Twitter, and YouTube. Java is a more complex language to learn, but experienced developers with Java coding skills are in high demand. The average Java developer earns around $79,000 each year. 3. Kotlin. Kotlin is a general-purpose programming language originally developed and unveiled as Project Kotlin by JetBrains in 2011. The first version was officially released in 2016. It is interoperable with Java and supports functional programming languages. Kotlin is used extensively for Android apps, web application, desktop application, and server-side application development. Most of the Google applications are based on Kotlin. Some companies using Kotlin as their programming language include Coursera, Pinterest, Postmates, among many others. Kotlin developers earn an average of $136,000 a year, with the potential to earn up to $171,500. 4. Swift. A few years ago, Swift made the top 10 in the monthly TOB index ranking of popular programming languages. Apple developed Swift in 2014 for Linux and Mac applications. An open-source programming language that is easy to learn, Swift supports almost everything from the programming language Objective-C. Swift is used in popular iOS apps like WordPress, Mozilla Firefox, SoundCloud, and even in the game Flappy Bird. Professionals who develop iOS applications take home average annual salaries of around $96,000. 5. C#. Developed by Microsoft, C# rose to fame in the 2000s for supporting the concepts of object-oriented programming. It is one of the most powerful programming languages for the .NET framework. Anders Heilsberg, the creator of C#, says the language is more like C++ than Java. It is best suited for applications on Windows, Android, and iOS, as it takes the help of the Integrated Development Environment product, Microsoft Visual C++. C# is used on the back end of several popular websites like Bing, Dell, Visual Studio, and MarketWatch. C# developers earn around $68,500 per year. 6. C and C++. C is probably the oldest commonly used programming language and is the root of other programming languages such as C#, Java, and JavaScript. C++ is an enhanced version of C. Many developers today skip learning C on its own, while others think learning C first provides a valuable foundation for C++ development. Both languages are widely used in computer science and programming. C and C++ developers can make use of compilers for a wide variety of platforms, making applications developed in these languages largely transportable. As such, they are widely used in developing applications where performance is a critical issue, such as client-server applications, commercial products like Firefox and Adobe, and video games. C and C++ developers earn an average of $76,500 each year. 7. Go. Go was developed by Google in 2007 for APIs and web applications. Go has recently become one of the fastest-growing programming languages due to its simplicity. Go, also known as Golang, was created to meet the needs of programmers working on large projects. It has gained popularity among many large IT companies thanks to its simple and modern structure and syntax familiarity. Companies using Go as their programming language include Google, Uber, Twitch, Dropbox, among many others. Go developers can earn an average annual salary of $92,000, and up to $134,000. 8. PHP. PHP is an open-source programming language created in 1990. Many web developers will find it essential to learn PHP, as this language is used to build more than 80% of websites on the internet, including those like Facebook and Yahoo. Programmers mainly use PHP mainly to write server-side scripts. But developers can also use this language to write command-line scripts, and programmers with high-level PHP coding skills can also use it to develop desktop applications. PHP is considered a relatively easy language to learn for beginning developers. On average, PHP programmers earn average annual salaries of about $81,500. 9. Matlab. Matlab is a proprietary programming language owned by MathWorks and originally released in the mid-1980s. It is built specifically for use by scientists and engineers. Programmers use MATLAB to build machine learning and deep learning applications. MATLAB-based programs enable users to analyze data, create algorithms, process images, and verify research. The average MATLAB developer takes home an average salary of $101,000 each year. 11. R. R is an open-source language that is essentially a different version of the S language. Much of the code that developers write for S runs on R without modification. Applications built in R are used for processing statistics, including linear and nonlinear modeling, calculation, testing, visualization, and analysis. R has a moderate learning curve and is not as easy for beginners to pick up as some other languages in this article. On average, R developers earn average annual salaries of about $91,000. 11. Ruby. If you want to start with a language that is known for being relatively simple to learn, consider Ruby. Developed in the 1990s, it was designed to have a more human-friendly syntax while still being flexible from the standpoint of its object-oriented architecture that supports procedural and functional programming notation. The average salary for a Ruby developer is nearly $90,000 per year. How to get started? Although there are hundreds of programming languages, very few are on the shortlisted languages you should know, and the 7 described above the top that list, in our opinion, as a training provider. If you want to start a career as a programmer, make a lateral move into another field, or advance up the ladder at your current job, learning one of these languages is an excellent place to begin your transition. We offer courses in all 7 of these languages: Java, JavaScript, C, C#, Python, Swift, and Ruby, plus others, all with content developed by industry leaders, an emphasis on hands-on learning, and 24/7 support. You'll learn the language, plus get the credibility of certification. And then you can land one of those high-paying programmer jobs.